And the weirdest thing that's probably ever happened to me when I was modelling was I was doing a fashion show last year, and I don't exactly have the body for topless and swimsuit modelling, but all the models that were doing it dropped out last minute, so it ended up with me on the catwalk in a pair of sandals and spandex shorts with my scrawny body out. Start again. For me, probably to be able to crack England and make sure that I'm one of the top guys for commercial modelling around in the next sort of 2 or 3 years, and then long term to maybe get out of England and move into sort of Paris and Milan and areas like that. I really want to go over to America as well, as it's a place which interests me massively, and fashion and the modelling industry over there is huge, so it's definitely something I want to look into getting to. 5 things I can't live without. First and foremost is my mobile phone. Obviously I can't live without that. I'm on it 20 hours of the day. Could not live without food. Couldn't live without, obviously, my family and friends. It would be a very boring life and I would be a very lonely man. I couldn't live without, I don't want to sound too cliche, I want to do things a bit differently. I could easily say the gym, but I probably could live without the gym, so I'd actually like going. I probably couldn't live without music, because in actual fact I listen to that more than I actually think about listening to it. I've always got my earphones in. 5, I live without my car. 2 or 3 days before I know I've got to have a shoot, I'll make sure that I get into a really good sleep pattern, where I get at least 8 hours sleep, because sleep is something for me which I struggle with because I work late at night a lot of the time. I try and really stop, cut out completely eating carbs, which is hard because I absolutely love eating chips. I love eating all the bad foods, as everyone does. In the past I've been known to try and use those face packs, but they're just hard because I've got facial hair and it gets stuck. My modelling role model, I used to have quite a few, but then when you actually meet them in real life and they turn out to be idiots, you sort of go off them a bit. And with the growth of Instagram and Twitter, you can connect a lot more with the models now. So based on that, my favourite model is, my role model is probably a guy called Stephen James, who goes by the name on Instagram as Who is Elijah, and he is the face of ASOS, which is something I really want to get involved in. And he also is a bit quirky, he's a bit different. He was the first of his kind to be covered in tattoos as well, which gave him a unique selling point. And I haven't met him yet, and my perception of him may change if I do meet him, so I'm going to try not to meet him. What makes a model sexy? It varies. With a guy, I find when I'm on a shoot, it tends to be personality, and it tends to be how you are in front of the camera, and it tends to be your sort of, what's the word, I don't even know, your outlook on it. I think don't take it too seriously, have a bit of fun. I think that's what photographers and that's what casting directors are looking for, especially in my experience. For a girl, well, I'd probably say eyes. I'm massive with eyes. So in a shoot, if the eyes come out glaring amongst everything else, it looks good. I think that's a massive sexy trait, and obviously boobs and bum as well, but you don't tend to see a lot of that in fashion modelling.